up, guys? It's your girl, Jada J, in the cut, and I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. So today we're going to be doing another Q&A.
I wanted it the hard way. No, it ain't been easy. Fighting so hard for your love.
If you haven't already, make sure you go check out the description box below and fill out the Google form. Any of your questions, video requests, all of that will be anonymous. My birthday is June 24th, and every year I throw like a huge party here. Happy birthday to you. And I was really thinking about this year inviting like maybe 1 to 2 subscribers if you're near my area. So be sure to let me know how y'all will feel about that. If you guys are hashtag Black Lives Matter supporters and you're around the DFW area, be sure to DM me on Instagram before Friday, because I'm gonna be at an event on Friday and I think it'll be really cool if we all like march together. I get a lot of questions about dorms, so towards the end of the video I'm going to be reading off some pros and cons that people said about Jackson Hall, Laurel, Beretta Brogdon, Bobcat Village, and I'll be answering a question about Lantana. So if you're here for like dorm information, stay towards the end of the video. The rest of the questions are like just random questions about like Texas State. So stay tuned. Also, I had a subscriber ask me about hair products on Snapchat. I never had a subscriber ask me anything on Snapchat. That was really dope. Oh, there was one other subscriber, but like that was really dope. So I brought these products. They're called Heritage by Mindy Big Night. I absolutely love their shampoo. Oh my god. So it's sulfate free, paraben free, gluten free, mineral oil free, color safe, cruelty free, and vegan, and another word that I can't pronounce, free. It's really, really good. This shampoo is like literally one of the best shampoos I have ever used in my entire life. I literally love this shampoo so much. And I have 4B natural hair. Everybody's hair type is different, so what may work for me might not work for you, but if you have hair similar to mine, it works really well. As for the conditioner, the insides of my hair, when I go like this, like that was really soft. Towards the outside it was like you know, really wasn't doing it for me, and I let it sit for a while. Like I'm talking almost 30 something minutes. This is only like $7.49 to like $8, so this was actually really cheap for some shampoo. So I definitely recommend the shampoo. As for the conditioner, I mean, I've used better conditioners, but it's not bad. Alright, let's get into the other questions. What organization are you in? So I was a part of Black Women's United for a little bit. Like I never actually joined it, but I've always attended the meetings. I was also the president of my dorm my freshman year, so I was a part of like hall council. Other than that, nothing else. I just got really busy with acting. Like I made a lot of TV appearances and stuff. I told y'all about that when I first got back. So I was really busy. I did not have time for organizations. I made my A's in class and I kept it moving. So next question. How are your arms so toned? Drop the workout, please. I don't work out my arms at all. And if I do work out, I'm only focusing on abs or butt. I never do any arm workouts or anything like that because like I'm not trying to look like really muscular or anything. I just naturally my arms just look like this. So if you want to see a workout routine of what I do for abs and a tush, you know, let me know in the comment section below. I have a lot of friends who are personal trainers though, so if you want to message me privately and be like, hey, I need like some arm workouts, I got you. I'll reach out to my friends. I got you. Do you think it's weird being a virgin in college? And what are your thoughts on long distance relationships? I don't think it's weird to be a virgin in college at all. I know a lot of people who pretended like they weren't virgins all throughout high school, and then college they were like, yeah, I'm actually a virgin. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I actually think that that's really dope. And a lot of people really want to be with somebody who's not out there just smashing everybody. There are some people who are like, nah fam, I don't want to be with no virgins. They too clingy. Like I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Like, you know, they get attached too much, or I don't want that burden to do that. You know what I mean? Or I don't have to worry about hurting the person or anything like that. Like I've heard it all, but most of the time, like a lot of people think that that's really, really dope. Also, that means you STD free. That means you ain't a walking STD, and that's really hard to find on the college campus. So you know what I'm saying? Kudos to you. What are your thoughts on long distance relationships? I think that if you want to make it work, you can make it work. I do think that it is a little hard in college because you're going to see people who look better than the person you're dating, and they might even come on to you. It might show that they're interested in you, but I don't know your relationship with your partner, so I don't want to like say anything, but And also, like, if you're not really around the person and you're around like partying, drinking, a lot of temptation, you know, a lot of people are prone to cheat. And also, you're not going to be with that person 24/7 unless you know 1,000% that you trust them and they're not going to be going around campus doing whatever and have you looking like boo boo the fool behind closed doors. I wouldn't recommend it. I think it's definitely achievable. You know, you just need to set boundaries. You need to definitely set up meeting times so y'all can be excited about hanging out with each other. Oh my gosh, once a month we're gonna meet, or we're gonna do FaceTime calls every single night. Not all the time, because you don't want to be like, oh, this person's getting on my nerves, and then you're like, ugh, you know, bye. But like, you need that quality time with each other, to be honest, and you want to really have something to look forward to. So long distance relationships, I think it's really up to the couple, to be honest. I'm not gonna do it. Long distance is not for me. If you know you're the type of person who needs affection, or you know your partner's the type of person who wants to be all touchy feeling, really physical and stuff, you don't think they probably might be physical with somebody else, or look to fill that void somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it just really depends on you and that partner, to be honest. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but to be honest, for me, I don't trust people like that. Girls in college are so bold, and also they're very manipulative. They are some snakes. And there's some girls who pride themselves on stealing other people's mans. So good luck. Do you think it's hard to find someone to date at a university? Most people say guys are into sex and no feelings. I think it is hard to find people to get into a serious relationship with. Emphasis on serious relationships, because a lot of people have open relationships, or they're just cheating the entire time and don't take the other person seriously. It's really easy to go on a date. Literally just download Bumble or Tinder. I'm banned from Tinder. It's really easy to go on a date with somebody, but to find somebody who's really serious is going to be really hard. It's a lot of temptation on college campuses, to be honest. But I mean, there are people who find people really easily and find somebody who's serious, but most of the time they got something wrong with them. They're either like really, really clingy, they're ugly, something's wrong with them. I mean, we all have our baggage, but something's really wrong with them most of the time. Just saying. Have you experienced racism in San Marcos or at Texas State? I most definitely have. Oh my God, this is driving me insane. Who is outside? Oh, that's the dumpster people. Have you experienced racism in San Marcos at Texas State? Most definitely, most definitely. It's subtle. It's not like, oh my gosh, I hate black people, you guys suck. You know, I mean, if you're in a quad, you never know who you might run into, to be honest, because I've seen many instances where that's happened to black people, but I've never actually experienced it myself. I've experienced like subtle racism, like people say some slick stuff and it's like, that ain't right, or oh, that joke you just made was a little sketch, you know, something like that. But nobody's been bold enough to be like, you're a, you know what I mean? Because the day they do that is the day that they'll die. Next question. Do you have any pets? I do not have any pets. I did have fish, but they're dead. Can you use command strips? I'm scared to damage the walls. Oof. Okay. Yeah, let me text my friend who's RA. Okay, so my friend who's an RA responded. He said, no, you're not allowed to, but you could and pay the fine at the end of the semester. So if you want to pay the fines and do the time, you know what I'm saying, get your command script. I ain't paying no fines. Texas State ain't taking no more of my money, okay? I'm binge watching all of your videos right now, so I'm sorry if you've talked about this, but could you talk about your favorite spots to go off campus and maybe some commuting advice for those without vehicles? Okay. What I would recommend is to start heading to your classes about an hour earlier, to be honest. Like those buses, those shuttle buses, bro. Those shuttle buses, they be taking forever. And if they're full, you're going to be like, oh, I'm ready to get home. Okay, I gotta wait now, I'm late for class and it's a test and I'm screwed. You know what I mean? But that's where that Uber money comes into play. You know what I'm saying? You're bound to run into somebody on campus who has a car who will be like, oh my gosh, I got you. I'll take you wherever you need to go. We can go grocery shopping. You know, there ain't no problem. There ain't no problem. But at some point, if you're doing it all the time, they're gonna be like, bruh, you got gas money? So I would already establish, hey, I'm gonna give you this gas money right here. If you start giving people like gas money all the time, they're gonna be like, you know what, I got you. You know, you always give me gas money. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? They'll start to get lenient on you. But if you're just mooching off of people, like at some point somebody's gonna be like, bruh, time to pay the piper. You know what I'm saying? One of my all-time favorite places to go is to that Exxon, which is that Bobcat Quickie that's right by Lantana Hall and right, like literally basically in the square. I love that. They have the best tacos on campus. Get shrimp tacos with rice. But as for anywhere else, to be honest, I really just like to chill at my friend's apartment, to be honest. Like, I just always like to be around my friends. How did you survive without a lockable bed? How hard is it to stay away from petty Texas State drama? was really easy surviving without a loftable bed. To be honest, a loftable bed is really just like a bunk bed without the bottom part. Like, I mean, people want to be like, oh, I'm so Coachella, and like, I'm just, oh, my room is just so cute, you know what I'm saying? I just paid this much for my loftable bed, and it's gonna look so Pinterest in my room when I put my chair under it, and it's just so much more space and stuff. Like, I really wanted a loftable bed at the beginning of the year, and then I realized once them ants started coming out of Lantana Hall's ceilings, I was thankful that my bed was at the bottom, okay? Because if they're gonna fall, they're gonna have a hard fall, they might do this. Whereas if you at the ceiling, they're just gonna go, and you gonna be screwed. You know what I'm saying? So, I really enjoyed not having a loftable bed. Also, if I had somebody over, it's a small twin size bed. If you got somebody over and y'all both trying to squeeze into the bed, you know, if y'all both like sleeping next to each other and one person falls out, you have less of a hard fall if you're already closer to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, if they're coming over and it's the opposite sex, they're not going to want to get into a bed that's all the way up there with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure like the people with loftable beds might have liked it, but I lived just fine without it. Especially with the ants coming out the ceiling. Nope, the devil. It's not easy staying away from it, to be honest, because like I said, there's idiotic people on social media. Conflict is bound to happen between your friend groups at some point. It's really just like high school, to be honest, but like you have more responsibilities, so you might get into it with your roommate over stupid stuff. You might get into it with some random people. If you're from Dallas or Houston, like literally, oh my gosh, people fight about that all the time. Like I said, just because people go to college don't mean they matured up. So sorry baby, but it's really, really easy to get into some drama. So just be careful who you surround yourself with. But also, that's the thing, you're bound to meet so many different new people, to be honest, and to change your friend group so much throughout the school year. Like, even if you're not a drama-filled person, like what if your best friend meets somebody new and then they bring drama into the crew? What if you don't end up liking them or something like that, and you're like, I don't want to really tell them, but you're suffering in silence, and you tell them. Like, it's just, there's just so much that can happen. Like literally every day on campus, it felt like my life was a movie. I was just like, this is unreal. Like, I'm literally on an adventure. Like, this crazy stuff just doesn't happen back home like that. Like, so what is the environment of an all-female dorm like? I absolutely loved it. Literally the first week I was there, I went to the shower and I was like, crap, I forgot my scrunchie, but I'm already naked, I'm already wet. I was like, anybody got a scrunchie? And all the girls were like, literally like, me. And I was like, okay, let me see, let me find, you know, let's see which one I want. That girl looked like she got, you know, hair on their scrunchie over there. She probably got lice. Let me just, oh, thank you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Oh, you can keep it. Oh, really? True. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just really, really kind. They're very understanding. If you're not the type of person who wants to, like, get changed in the bathroom, you just wrap a towel around and go down the hall. It's all girls. You know what I'm saying? But whenever people would have guests over, it was very, very apparent if somebody didn't stay there, because if they're a guy, you know, they didn't stay in the dorm. So it was kind of awkward whenever I would bring like my guy friends over, or they would help me, or we were playing board games, or just if they'd help me set up my room or something like that. Like, everybody's eyes are on you and they're kind of like looking at you and kind of judging you. It was normal to do that, but like, you know, it's just like very, very obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's eyes are on you like, ooh, she's got a boy, we know what she's doing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she's had multiple boys come over this week. The little girls who sit in the lobby all the time and don't move. The resident who stayed at Jackson Hall said the pros was that it's close to LBJ and the library, but the cons was that the elevator takes a long time and a lot of people are always around. There's just so many people and the rooms are small. The resident at Beretta Brogdon said the pros was that the community is very, very friendly and you're close to all of your classes and the square. The cons was that it's a really, really small living space, that there's community restrooms and it sucks, and the showers are gross. Okay, so the resident in Laura Watama said, I loved that place. I think it was a really good dorm for what it cost. I was there because I was in an LLC science pipeline, like STEM majors, but there were a lot of music, tech, and theater kids there too, so you'll constantly hear people singing loud, but I didn't have a problem with that. There are 4 floors, I think. Each is separate, male and females. The restrooms are shared by all the girls on the floor. There are a lot, but they also have restrooms for guests, and that's what I use all the time. It's constantly being cleaned, People there were so friendly. They have good study rooms. It was recently remodeled, I heard, so I'm assuming that's why it looks real nice inside. I never had to ask them to come fix anything. There might be bugs in the entrance during cricket season or something, but it's rare, and I wouldn't say there was a problem inside. There's a beautiful porch with a swing. It's right next to the police department, so that makes you feel safe. That's a good thing, but you have to also be careful coming back to your dorm if you're going out drinking or something. Commons, I think it's what it's called. That's the dining hall. The dining hall right in front of it is pretty dope, and there's Jones like right behind it. It's not too far away from the library. It's the perfect spot right in the middle of campus, so you won't be walking too far. She said that she didn't hear anything about it being haunted or anything like that, so yeah, that's the tea. So, pros. You have your own room, your own bathroom. You're not required to get a Bobcat meal plan. You can smoke in your room if you're a pothead, because the RAs are really cool. But don't sell stuff there, make it obvious. The football stadium is right there, so you won't have to waste any gas, and you're right by the stadium. And you don't have to worry about parking there, so that's pretty dope. He's referring to the stadium. You gotta get a parking pass, but it's much cheaper because you stay there, because you're a resident. The privacy is pretty dope too. Nobody really messes with campus apartments like that, so the crime rate is pretty low. Bobcat Village is very secure. Sometimes they even have people like patrolling around there. Being in an apartment helps you mature and grow up faster. So that was the pros. For the cons, they said you gotta wake up earlier for classes because it's far away from campus. I recommend 30 minutes early to catch that bus. Dorms are definitely the way to go. He said he didn't really meet as many people staying on campus, like there was no sense of community. He said he really didn't meet as many people as he would have if he would have stayed like closer to campus. He said there really wasn't a sense of community. He says it's expensive, and he said it's worth the price, but at the same time it's not, because you're staying there less months than a normal apartment and it's super expensive. But he says the privacy is 10 out of 10. So he says he definitely recommends it, but if you're really big on meeting people and having a big sense of community, then Bobcat Village is probably not the place for you. So, you know, but if you like your privacy, that's the place. So you guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to fill out that Google form. If you are interested in knowing about the Black Lives Matter event that's going to happen on Friday and you're like near the DFW area, I will definitely send you the information. Just ask me about it on Instagram. And also let me know, like I said, how y'all feel about me doing that little kind of thing for my birthday. So if you're really big on meeting new people and networking and trying to feel close to some people and you're near the DFW area, like, be sure to just, you know, let me know. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share the video, do the Google form, comment down below if you're interested in that parties. DM me on Instagram if you're interested in learning about the Black Lives Matter movement event, and Black Lives Matter. Peace! Like and share the video if you wanna hit subscribe. Comment your requests and I'll be sure to hit reply. Be sure to follow me on social media if we vibe. Thank you all for watching. See you Wednesday. Boo, goodbye. Mwah. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe.